Uh, oh, we got a caller, John from Philadelphia. Yes, sir. What can I do for you?
Hey, Larry. Good morning. I wanted to call in and ask if I could share with you and your audience just some ideas on the corn, soybean, and wheat markets that might be applicable right in here.
Please do.
First, I just have to give a hat tip and kudos to you on the utility of your pattern work, Larry. I will remember vividly multiple examples of corn, wheat, soybean, cotton prices moving significantly during the growing season. And you, in response, just sticking to your pattern work and finding spots where advances or declines have the potential to complete patterns and turn. And one that jumps to mind that I'll just share with your listeners right here is the corn market back in 2015. I know you were long corn futures, the new crop corn futures that year, right at this time frame going into Memorial Day. And then in the month of June, specifically late June of 2015, the corn futures rallied significantly, and what was going on at that time was flooding rains from essentially Houston, Dallas, up through St. Louis and through Peoria. There was just a weather system for about 4 weeks' time where it was just excessively wet. It wasn't a 100-year flood or anything, but it was excessively wet. And buyers in corn came in, drove up the price, thinking the flooding, the heavy rains would destroy some fraction of the crop. And the corn futures went, I think, right into July 4th weekend, or right about that time, right into a price of $4.40. I just can visualize the chart. And I recall the next week came in, you doing your show, you showed a chart, and I spoke with you privately where you announced to me you had booked gains on the D's corn futures at 440, book gains on longs, and you had shorted. And interestingly enough, the corn futures plunged in the ensuing 2-3 weeks from 440 back under 4. And what was going on was there was essentially a weather scare on those heavy rains. And it was a scare only. It really didn't do much to, it didn't do actual crop destruction. So just wanted to paint that example for you and your audience.
Thanks a lot, John. We really appreciate it.